Yeah, he got 3 more on the way. 3 more on the way. Okay. I'm just trying to figure out how is it that you got time to fuck, but you ain't got time, or your baby mama's got to go through your assistant for you to get time. Do you give priority to the hoes that are up next, and the kids don't get no priority? They got the if two of them got the doctor's appointment on the same day, they got to move that around because you got to put a bitch in that place. Do you put bitches on the schedule too? I need to ask him some questions. I do. I have to ask him some questions because I'm trying to figure out, like, how does this schedule work? How do you have time to fuck, sir? If the baby mamas and your kids got to go through your assistant to see you, how do you have time to fuck? When do you write these hoes in? And frankly, the bonding as they're pregnant, they're carrying these babies full term, and you showing up for the baby shower and the fucking maternity shoot and ain't rubbed the baby, ain't said hello, ain't read a book through the damn fucking through the tummy, ain't showed up for damn one, maybe 2 ultrasounds. He probably says, I do the listen, if you have a baby by me, here's the deal. There's a list, okay? You have to agree to go through my assistant because you're not the only one. I have more than one kid. So your kid is not going to be more special than my other kids. Everyone is treated the exact same, okay? And you're not allowed to ask me who I'm fucking or who's up next, okay? That's my business. The only business that you need to be concerned about is you getting this $3,500 a month and a housing allowance, okay? And the babies can go on my insurance. I will also buy school clothes. I will pay for childcare, and I will even make sure that you have a nanny at your convenience so that you can get your nursing degree. And if you need a house, you got to meet me halfway because, as you realize, I do have other babies and I don't want you getting a house and then all of them wanting houses. And then I got to buy 12 houses, 13 houses, and that's a lot of houses. And then I still have to pay for college and buy houses for these kids. Okay. And so this is a sacrifice. You got to meet me halfway. Now, when it comes to the pregnancy, the first month, the first initial appointment after I see the confirmed results, I will attend the heartbeat appointment to make sure there's a steady heartbeat. And then I will return on the 12th week after you get your blood test to find out what the baby is. So we'll share that experience together. You won't be able to, unfortunately, see me again until the first day of the 3rd trimester. I'll spend a lot more time with you after you have made it past the 3rd trimester, because if anything happens to you during the 3rd trimester, my insurance will ensure that the baby gets the best care in the NICU, and so do you. Now, if you want to eat your placenta, hold on for a second. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Diana, we're not about to do this, okay? This is too much, okay? Listen. Now, if you want to eat the placenta, I need to know that now so that I can have my assistant make an appointment with the placenta company to enter the room so that you can eat the placenta so that, you know, the baby can get those stem cells into their system, because I possibly may need them one day. I'm a lupus patient, remember. You know, well, at least that's what I tell everyone. So stem cell works in all aspects, and I've seen people cure lupus, HIV, AIDS, and everything just through one stem cell appointment. So I need to ensure that these babies are healthy. So I'll agree to be with you one day out of the week leading up to the baby. Then when the baby is born, I'll be there for the first 3 days. Then I'll have to leave because, of course, I have other kids that I have to attend to, and I will return to the house at week 6 for the 6-week appointment. And if it's a boy, I'll return at week 2 for the circumcision. So Also, I need to know, are you going to be breastfeeding or do we need to do formula? If we need to do formula, I'll need to put in an order of a shipment of formula for you, because the formula's going to have to come from other countries in order to get here, because I don't want you calling me or looking for me when you know damn well I have other kids and other women to attend to, and possible babies on the way, but we don't announce till we know the baby is here, third trimester. And so I just don't want you looking for me when the baby needs milk. Now, if you want to opt to use WIC, you can do that for the time being, but I just don't want anyone knowing that Nick Cannon's babies are on WIC. And so I just want to know, do we have a deal? Because I have this app called the Consent app. And so if you can just go ahead and put your signature right here that you consent to all of what I said, and you don't get to question, like I said, who I'm doing or who I choose to do it with. And if a doctor's appointment, and remember, you cannot schedule a doctor's appointment on a day where I'm seeing a possible surrogate, not surrogate, but, you know, potential carrier. So, but I have this app called Consent. If you can consent right here, we can go ahead and make this official. And you cannot breach this contract. If you breach this contract, we're going to revisit this contract and I'm gonna make it stricter. And then I'm going to narrow down my time, because I want you to know who's in charge of this motherfucker. My assistant will come in and help you. Oh man. Moving on. So yes, he has 3 more coming. And his assistant has to be especially careful not to double schedule those kids and, you know, overlap birthday parties, and communicate with these mothers to ensure they're not doing birthday parties on the same day. Disneyland, weeks apart. If I go to Disneyland this week, the other mother needs to go to Disneyland the same week. That way I'm there for the week and I don't have to return to Disneyland until summer. So we can do spring, then we can do summer. So yes. The chat lit, ain't it? It's lit? Okay. All right. Now, speaking of children, okay, Erica Mena and Safari. Safari, obviously, his OnlyFans is not doing that well. Was just ordered. First of all, the divorce was finalized, and he was ordered to pay $4,300 in child support for 2 children. Now, in Georgia, that's a lot of money. Okay, Erica Mena does live in my old neighborhood in Atlanta, Georgia. And so the mortgage ain't nothing but around $1,900, maybe $2,200 at the most. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty decent house, decent community. Fortunately, it is kind of going downhill, meaning motherfuckers is home all day, knowing what you doing, who living in the neighborhood, because COVID hit and everybody working from home. You know what I'm saying? And when everybody working from home, that's when cars are getting broken into. You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching who coming in and out your house. They know what time you're home. They know what time you're leaving and stuff like that. And so it's easy